It's Cannaday from Epic Gaming Night, and today we're going to be taking a look at a game of robotic combat, and that is Dicebot Megafun. Dicebot Megafun is a game of robot combat for 2 to 4 players. At the beginning of each round, each player will be dealt 6 different weapon cards. These weapons come in all sorts of different types. Players will look at their hand of 6 cards to figure out which type of parts they will need to be able to activate their weapons this round. When players are ready, they will roll 6 dice each into the middle of the table. This is known as the junkyard, and then in real time they will select different junk parts to put into the robot. There are 6 different part types that correspond to the different weapons you might have in your hand. Players using only one hand will fill up all the different parts of their robot, saving the head for last. The head will give you a special ability depending on which type of part you put in that place. Each different part type can help boost your robot in subtle ways. After each player has gotten all their parts, you will then move to the combat phase. Each player will secretly select a weapon card to play face down. Each weapon card will have several different stats: the parts needed, speed value, target, damage value, and special card effects. Players reveal their chosen weapon card. The first thing you determine is who has the higher speed value. So an Uzi with 4 speed will go before the laser with 1 speed. Then the player with the highest speed value determines the target of their attack. The Uzi attacks all players. The laser would let you choose who you attack, and certain cards only attack the players to your left or right. You can only deal damage to another player if the speed on your card is higher than the speed on the defender's card. In this case, the Uzi would deal 2 damage. Whenever you successfully attack, you spin the part from your robot, placing it on the weapon card to remember it's been used. There are also shield cards that don't have a speed or do damage, but help prevent damage done to your robot. Weapons come in a wide variety of different speeds and damages, and you're always having to try to outguess your opponent and what they have, and when you should use it in the round. Rounds of combat continue till either players are out of weapons, parts, or there's only one bot left standing. If your robot survives the entire round, you get a victory medal. The first player to have their robot survive 3 rounds and get 3 victory medals is the winner. There are also advanced rules where each player's robot gets a special ability that can be triggered by spending kill points. You get a kill point each time you do the final blow to an enemy robot. Blast your opponents to come out on top in Dicebot Megafun. I definitely think this game works great as a quick little filler game where you're just duking it out with the other players, trying to smash up the other robots and trying to outthink them on what weapons they're gonna play. I definitely am a fan of like real-time stuff, and this one, the real-time is super like minimized. It's really just grabbing those resources as fast as you can, but you also have to be conscious of the cards you have in your hand and the certain weapons you're gonna be trying to play, and like go into that phase like having a plan, being like, okay, I have these cards, these are the kind of symbols I'm looking for. I need to try to grab the specific one and kind of have an idea of which one you want to have for like the head of your robot, because if you're fast enough, you're going to have more choices than the other players if they go a little bit slower. But if you take too much time deliberating, you might not get exactly the resources you need to trigger your cards. But yeah, and then the whole aspect of the timing and attacking the different robots to your left and right and trying to figure out exactly which cards they might play. Are you going to play a shield at the beginning of the round because everybody might be playing their higher cards and maybe you can block damage instead of taking damage? Or maybe you'll play a fast attack card and try to knock out a person and hopefully you don't get damaged back, and just trying to figure out ways to survive to the end of the round so you can get points. And then I also like the advanced variant where it gives everybody a different player power, but you need to kill other robots to kind of charge up that player power. And it adds a lot of variability, asymmetrical special abilities, so that it adds some more replayability to the game. Definitely easy to implement into the game, and you can probably play that on your first play of the game because it's such an easy, simple, quick game. So yeah, if you're not into games where you're just beating the crap out of each other and stuff like that, this might not be for you, but it is so quick. That's not a game that's really like that hard to take like lightheartedly or anything you need to take too seriously. So if you're interested in quick, dicey fun, make sure to check out Dicebot Megafun. Thanks so much for checking out my review. Let me know in the comments down below if you were gonna name a weapon that you would attach to your crazy mech or robot, what you would name it, and I'll see you on the next one.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.